Burnout isn't just being tired. It's that deep down feeling, that whisper in your mind that says, I can't keep doing this, even while your body keeps pushing forward. And today, burnout has become the silent epidemic of an entire generation. It's more than a buzzword. It's a critical sign that something in our lives needs to change. Most people think burnout is simply from working too much, but psychology shows us it's much deeper than that. According to the World Health Organization, burnout has 3 core dimensions. First, there's emotional exhaustion, that bone-deep fatigue where you feel completely drained, even after a full night's sleep. Then there's depersonalization, or cynicism, which makes you feel detached, numb, and disconnected from your work and even the people around you. Finally, there's a reduced sense of personal accomplishment. This is when nothing you do feels good enough anymore, and your achievements feel hollow. Burnout isn't just about the hours you put in. It's about carrying an immense emotional weight for too long, without any chance for real recovery. It's your mind and body signaling that they've run out of resources. You might hear older generations say things like, "We had it tough too, just push through it." But the reality is that young people today, millennials and Gen Z, are experiencing burnout at unprecedented rates. And there are very specific reasons for this. We live in an always-on culture. Work emails, Slack messages, and social media notifications constantly blur the lines between our professional and personal lives. There's no off switch. On top of that, there's immense productivity pressure. This toxic idea that your self-worth is directly tied to how much you accomplish. We're also dealing with crippling financial anxiety, juggling student debt, unstable job markets, and the soaring cost of living. Then there's doom scrolling. It's constant exposure to a 24/7 cycle of bad news keeps our brains stuck in a perpetual state of high alert or survival mode. Let's not forget digital comparison. On social media, everyone else's life looks perfect and successful, which creates an internal pressure to push ourselves even harder to keep up. Psychologists refer to this state as chronic stress without closure. Your mind is constantly under fire and never gets a chance to truly rest and reset. Let's look at the science behind what's happening in your body. When you're stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. It's part of your natural fight-flight response. But when you're dealing with chronic stress, day in and day out, something different happens. Your body can't sustain that high level of cortisol production. Eventually, your system starts to shut down, and your cortisol levels can actually collapse. It's like your brain literally gives up on responding to stress. This leads to a cascade of problems, brain fog, and memory issues. Increased irritability, persistent fatigue that rest doesn't fix, a sharp decline in creativity, and a total loss of motivation. You might also experience emotional numbness, where you just feel nothing. Burnout effectively rewires your brain to operate in a constant state of survival mode. You're functioning, you're going through the motions, but you're not truly living. What does burnout actually look like in day-to-day life? It doesn't always show up as a dramatic breakdown or constant crying. Sometimes the signs are much more subtle and insidious. It can look like staying in bed all day but not actually sleeping, just lying there exhausted. It might be staring blankly at your computer screen for hours, unable to start a single task. It's that feeling of intense guilt whenever you try to rest or do something for yourself. It can be a profound sense of emptiness, feeling nothing at all instead of sadness or anger. You might find yourself losing interest in hobbies and activities you once loved. Maybe you start avoiding phone calls, text messages, or other responsibilities because they feel overwhelming. It's the feeling of being on autopilot, just moving through your day without any real engagement or presence. If any of this sounds familiar, please know this is not laziness. It's a classic sign of burnout. The good news is that you can heal from burnout. But recovery isn't about doing more or pushing harder. It's about doing less and allowing yourself to truly rest. Psychologists have several powerful recommendations. First, practice micro-rest. Take just 5 minutes of genuine silence every few hours. No phone, no music, just quiet. This simple act can help reset your nervous system. Second, embrace monotasking. Our culture glorifies multitasking, but it actually fries your brain's circuits. Focus on one single task at a time. Third, consider a dopamine detox. Reduce your time scrolling on social media and instead find rewards in real-life experiences like a walk in nature or a conversation with a friend. Fourth, find a way for emotional expression. Talk to someone, journal your thoughts, or channel your feelings into a creative outlet. Suppressed emotions are a major fuel for burnout. Fifth, and this is crucial, set and maintain boundaries. Learning to say no isn't selfish. It's a powerful stress management tool. And finally, do a purpose check. Ask yourself, are you living according to your own values, or are you trying to meet someone else's expectations? Remember, experiencing burnout is not a personal failure. It's a distress signal from your mind and body, begging you to come back home to yourself. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, please subscribe for more content on mental health and well-being. Take care of yourself.